welcome back to Wasenshido Dojo. We're in the Wasenshido dining room today, and we are doing day 4 of 7 days martial arts. We are doing kumyuch, we are doing Genseki Nage, and we are doing control the head, control the body. Those are the 3 kind of main areas we're going to cover. So get ready to go, get off your seats, get off your butts, and let's get started. Lock you up. Kumyuch. Jiu-Jitsu, grabbing the collar, so get a partner, or follow along with just the movements if you're by yourself. Grabbing the collar, lower your center of gravity, so spread your stance, spread your feet apart. You as well. And one hand on the collar, one hand on the sleeve or the elbow if they're not wearing a shirt. Or, yep. So go ahead and grab mine. There you go. So you can grab, yep. Anywhere there, my chest here, my pectoral, and right there, she's on my sleeve. And we're just gonna kind of push back and forth. And the idea is to push each other back and forth to get somebody off balance. So I'm trying to get her off balance and she's trying to get me off balance. We're just being very light here and just going back and forth. And 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. So if I am, so my left hand is on the sleeve, my left foot is forward. This is kind of how it feels the best for me. And so we're just going to lean forward and back, lower your center of gravity. You've done all the stances so far and you've practiced the stances to mastery, of course. All right. And we're just going to go back and forth, and I'm going to push on the chest or the collar and pull on the sleeve. And then she's going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to do the same thing and back and forth. Now I'm going to, since I got the sleeve here, I'm going to take a step with my left foot and pull her off the sleeve and see how she just stepped. Now going back. This is just the very basic, so you get your stance back to, it's like a combat stance. All right, and doing it again, and then going back, and she does the same to me. She pulls on my sleeve, and I'm going to step. Yep. And then, so the idea is to get them off balance. So first step is to get them to step, and now I'm going to go the other way, even though I got the sleeve here, or I got the collar here. I'm going to step this way and pulls her off balance this way. And then you can start going into sweeps and tosses and throws. So step, and then I can go on, I can break free. Let's say I step and she's got a hold of me and it's pretty tight, but then I push down with my weight and go underneath here and cinch right behind the inside of the armpit and cinch right into the forearm. Okay, let's say she tries to get out. I'm going to pinch that with this. Now she's going to try to punch me with that other arm, and I'm going to do this, grabbing the sleeve, and she's going to try to kick me, and then I'm going to keep pulling. I'm going to knee, elbow, knee, and then I can go and I can toss her into the wall. I can pull her down to the ground, or I can lift up, grab the collar, lift up, control the head, and then step behind and sweep each time. So for this, go to the underneath this arm, not right now. So pull me that way, and I step. This is low, so then you just literally reach through my armpit here and step, and then push my arm behind my back just like that. There you go, and then you just boom, just like that. And then yep. And then this arm is, and then you trap the top. Sorry. Yeah. Oh. Just starting Genseki Nage from very basic, very introduction. We're not grappling around. We're not doing anything except for just practicing the actual under the arm to the trap. So you can just have your partner literally stand like this. This is actually a bodyguarding or bouncing, I should say, technique, where somebody is, maybe you're bouncing, you're at a club, or you're protecting somebody, or you just see somebody that's causing ruckus and you want to reprimand them, and they're just kind of like standing with one arm or like this or whatever, you can kind of shoot in like that and come around Genseki Nage. So underneath, lifting the elbow straight up and coming down with the hand on top of the shoulder, grabbing the clothes, trapping the arm in there, and pulling that forearm into the body. So again, you can go to the face, you can distract, or you can just shoot in and drop that stance. Combat stance. Boom. Here, and then knee to the face, grabbing the clothes. And again, shooting in, pinch, pulling into the chest, elbow straight up, trapping the arm, dropping my center of gravity, and then grabbing the back of their clothes. I got the elbow towards the face here, and I got my knee towards the face. All kinds of different things. Let's do the other side. So even if they're not standing, they're just standing normally. Okay, you can either go to the face and distract. You don't even have to touch their face. Just kind of go to their face or palm heel, and then kind of shoot in the other side. And come up. Same thing. And let me talk about the footwork. So if I'm going to be shooting to their left side, my right side, I want to go to the face and distract if needed. Maybe throwing something at the face. Palm heel, fingers, eyes, anything, doesn't matter. Hand to the face, and then take the right hand, shoot underneath. I'm going to just step at least to the side of their foot. So, or past. So, let's say I do this and they step back, and then I shoot in, step again, drop my center of gravity. So I'm going to, basically it's that first step. Well, there's two steps. So I'm stepping with this foot and setting it up to where I can step with my right foot past or equal to her other foot. So let's just start there. Hand to the face, left hand, let's say in this case. So I step with my left foot, hand to the face, distract, shoot my right arm. As I shoot, I step. I'm stepping and shooting at the same time. So I step, distract, step with the other foot, and shoot the arm underneath. And then pinch the arm and bring your hand and your forearm to as close as you can to your shoulder, pinching their arm, trapping it with this hand, and grabbing the back of their clothes. And then that's Kanseki Nage. And then you can go into different things like knee to the face, knee to the body, elbow to the face, stomping and breaking their toes or breaking their foot bones, all kinds of different stuff. And then you can go into taking them down, taking them into a sweep. So that's the steps, that's the how to shoot in, how to restrain the shoulder. And so that's Kanseki Nage. Start again, and there's going to be a little bit of commotion. So let's say I'm trying to defend myself and we're talking and it gets heated up. And then I step and distract, and then she just pushes me out of the way. Now, what I'm going to do here is that I can take my right arm and go around to her face here or her hair and pull back. And then I can go in and underneath and go for a choke. Let's do the same thing again. Here, and from here, I come in with my hand and palm heel this way and distract her, and then shoot in and try to get in Kanseki Nage the other side. Stay locked on my shoulder, grab my clothes, and I come in here, and that's where you get that. If they let go, then there's no technique. Then I come to the face and I can go and sweep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would go...
Step, remember, step and palm heel the face.
Yep, step and palm heel the face. Then
the feet are kind of opposite. You wouldn't want.
Okay, so that's what I was.
So stepping with the same foot.
And then I come through, shoot here.
You do the wrong arm.
Oh, okay.
So
it's right
left hand. So right foot step, right hand to the face.
Right hand to the face.
That's gonna come underneath my arm, and that foot's gonna step.
Shoot through and I come like this.
Yep.
Okay. So what I want...
So left, right.
Okay.
It's a little non-intuitive because that's not how we walk.
Yeah.
So I'm going to walk her through, or walk you through, step by step, the distraction, Kanseki Nage. And so it's a little counterintuitive because it's not how we normally move or walk. A lot of this isn't normally how we move at all anyways. This is all maybe new for you. So stepping with the left and striking with the hand or distracting with the hand with the left. So it's left, left, right hand, right step. So if you want to look at me from behind, so it's step or left foot, left hand, right foot, right hand. Okay? And then vice versa if you do the other side. So she's going to go right foot, right hand, and then keep the hand up. And then it's a spear hand. You just, because if they're not, I mean, we're just standing like this because it's a fun way to start practicing this. It's an easy way to, it's a big hole to throw your arm through. Real life, somebody might be standing like this in real life. That's why it's like they're, somebody's bouncing at a club or somewhere else, and they're just kind of like, they've caused a ruckus and they're standing there like this, like a tough guy. And what you do, the idea, how I learned this is that you could literally, I'm going to go really light, but you basically shoot yourself, jump through the air, and go under their arms. So it's basically like this. So I'm shooting through, and I'm jumping and getting all my weight into it. So that's how it can be a little more practical. But anyways, back to the start. Step, right foot, right hand. And yep, right hand, right step. She's stepping just right next to my foot, and she's gonna pinch her forearm right in. So, yep, and she's push me down, grabbing my clothes. You want to grab their clothes, grab the hair, knee to the face. Make sure make sure your feet and stance are nice and solid and wide, and your lower center of gravity. Because if I start to fight her, she's going to need center of gravity. So if I start punching, she's going to push her butt back, but keep her feet wide and knees bent. There you go. And then knee me again, because I want to fight again. Then you knees me again. Now let's go into the other concept. Grab the back of my collar here, and move in, step. And then take this elbow and push it underneath my chin. There you go, and lift me up. And then you can kind of stand up a little bit more if you can, yep. Now I'm a bit taller, I'm a foot taller, so. And then from here, she pushes me more, and I step, and then she steps behind me and goes in for a sweep. Okay, let's do it one more time from the top. Same exact thing. So go ahead and right. Oh, whoa. Perfect, grab. And then knee, a knee one to the gut too. Oh, and I'm trying to punch her again. She moves back. I try to chase her down. She comes in and nails me in the face. Oh, she just got me already. And then yep, underneath. And then maybe I'm stepping back, and she's like, I'm fighting it still. She knees me in the groin. Oh, and then pushes me again with the elbow. And then instead of sweeping me back, this time she grabs my hair and pulls me down. Yep. And then knees me again. And then, so in this case, see how my elbow moved up? Now, the more my elbow moves up and back, push my elbow towards the center of my spine. Yep. And then I'm going to move like this. And so from there, there's other things. She can bring me straight to the ground, push my head in the ground. She can take me and throw me into the wall. Isn't that fun?
That was fun, yeah.
So that's controlling the head, controlling the body. Basic kumiuchi we did earlier, and basic Genseki Nage. Very basic start, controlling the head, control the body. What I want you to do with your partner is very basic. You're just gonna do the same kind of thing where you're pushing, you go at the nose and push up the nose, and then do it really gently, pushing the nose, and then go up underneath the chin, kind of get whatever their height is, pushing them back, step back, yep. See how your partner moves naturally. Just do very light, and have your partner just kind of go with the flow, and just see how it feels like pushing up. She steps back. I'm grabbing the hair, pull her forward, start stepping towards me. I don't want to pull on her hair too much, steps towards me. And then grabbing again, this isn't just like, advanced stuff, so stand up. We're just doing really easy, basic, technical movements. So then we got grabbing the shoulder, grabbing the collar or the shirt, and then we got the forearm. And depending on where you are, maybe you're at the shoulder, and so there's the elbow. So it's just move up and step, push them back, make sure your hands are up, and then switching hands and maybe come to the hair, knee to the face, and then grab the other hand and going up. Okay, and then pushing palm heel to the side at an angle, you know, and then see how she just kind of turns, but then I had to push a little more. She starts stepping and twists her body. Other side. And you can do a little bit, you can start to do a little bit of resistance for the person, and then maybe not going with it so easily. And ears. And we did the palm heel, chin, and the nose up. There's other ones, you know. So there's going back. There's pulling back on the nose here. So, and then I can sweep as I do this in the nose. All right. Then there is ears. Can't remember the Japanese name for this. Pain throw. There's a lot of different pain throws. So you grab the ears, give them a little rub because it feels good, and then really gently, you're just gonna push and pull. It's taking the ears and just kind of doing a twist, forward and back the other way at an angle. And so the idea is I'm stepping back with my left foot and pulling with my left hand. And I'm just trying to turn the person's body. Same with the other side. There's very little resistance. She's just letting me move her around. That's the idea. It's very basic beginner stuff. So you do it on me now. Let's start with you can do that. A little bit of massage, and then steps, pull. Yep. Step, pull, then push. Yep. And then go and palm heel up my chin, and then push, and then grab my hair. And knee to the face. Oh my God, my face. And then nose. Yep. Either striking the nose or just pressing. If you don't want to break somebody's nose or just put them in the hospital or break their nose in all kinds of pieces, then you can just push the nose. You can push the nose to the side, push the nose straight up. Okay, and then let's say do the chin one more time. Okay, and then grab my shoulders or grab my collar and both collar, and then really not as hard as you can obviously, but like your whole body weight just pulls me down. There you go. And knee, you can go to the groin, knee to the groin, step in, and then palm heel across my face. Grab my collar right here. And then control my head with your elbow and forearm. Yep. Keep coming towards me. Careful with the Adam's apple. Yep. Choking is a different video. And I'm stepping back. And then, what did we talk about before? Nage. Grabs the clothing, grabs my hair, steps in. Yep. Boom. And then, yep, pushes my elbow to the sky. And the elbow towards the spine. There you go. And then knee again, and then stomp and break my toes and my feet. Make sure you don't keep a good stance. So, I mean, do you get it?
I get it.
So we got the kumiyuchi. Let's go back and recap. Summarize. Collar or somewhere on the chest and on here. If there's no clothes, like in Greco-Roman wrestling or some sort of wrestling, you get one on the shoulder or behind the neck and the nape, and then on their elbow, you're grabbing the elbows. But since there's clothes, you're grabbing the sleeve, grabbing the collar or the chest here or the shoulder clothing, and you're just turning and twisting the person, stepping and stepping. And stepping, and so I pull this arm towards me that I can go underneath for the Genseki Nage. Same thing other side. Since I'm pulling, I'm stepping and pulling this arm out, they're off balance. Now it gives me time to shoot in. Again, before I shoot in, I can go to the face here. And then So that's basic kumiuchi. I want to get them off balance. Okay, I want them to step and get off balance, and it gives me that split second to be able to jump in for a shoulder or kanseki nage. It gives me a second to go in for a strike or a distract. It gives me a moment to do all that and then get into a sweep or a throw, where I get in and I do a throw like this, or I can step in and throw over my hip here, or step in and sweep, different things. Now, kumiuchi kanseki nage. Start off real slow with your arms out like this and real easy. You don't have to do anything to the face, you can just practice the technique. But the idea is to step at least to their foot or behind their foot and shoot in. Okay, but distract, step in, distract, step with the other side and come in for kanseki nage. Same thing other side, boom, boom. And so you shuffling your feet. So you step through and you come in and drop my center of gravity, drop my weight, and I'm pinching that arm. So watch this. So turn a little bit, turn even more. So I'm pinching her upper arm in my forearm, in my elbow, inside of my elbow, okay? And I'm holding this, and I'm pushing this elbow to the sky and I'm grabbing her clothes and I'm pushing the elbow towards the center of her body, her spine here. And then I'm trapping the arm with my other hand on the back of her tricep here. Then I got knees and this and that. And so from here, I can grab the hair and I can, step with me. So I can just I can throw her into the wall. I can step my foot over and do a flip her over, do a front flip somersault. I can take this arm and I can take this arm, I can switch hands, back of the neck, and I can literally just make her do a front flip by just doing that. So anyways, kanseki nage. Let's try it. Grab my shoulder, palm heel to the face, over top of the arm. Let's say she holds on here. Let's say she's really holding the grip because she's just either doesn't want to let go or she's distracted by something else, so she stays holding on. And then I can go elbow over top of her elbow and then come in and I can wrench up just like this. I can pinch her elbow and her forearm towards my body and just take this. I want to push this elbow up to the sky, and now whenever it's done, you just tap. Okay. Go real slow. The shoulders are really easy and really sensitive to being injured. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're not going slow enough, or you don't know what you're doing, or the person doesn't know how to go with the technique at first. So be careful. And then control the head, control the body. We got the palm heel, pulling the hair up underneath the chin, the nose, the forearm, the elbow, and all these right here, these can be strikes as well. So it's pushing and moving the person around, but it's also striking as well right here, striking the face, eyes, and then going back into controlling the body. So this is good for law enforcement and balancing and bodyguarding. If you learn how to control the head, you can control the body. And it's also good for learning to control the shoulder. So the last thing we'll say is just take your partner just standing there normally and just push them forward and push them around with their shoulder. Okay. Now grab the other shoulder and push them this way. Then push this and pull. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us on day 4 out of 7. Practice this. Get a partner. Practice this. It's easy to do. Stay tuned for day 5 and day 6 and day 7 coming up. And I'll see you guys next time.